January. She's gone. So first you need to watch the preview of January's budget to see what I was supposed to be doing. And now I'm going to show you what we actually did. My name's Anna. I'm a social media specialist that makes $76,000 a year. My husband's name is Ashton. He's an air traffic controller who makes, with differentials and overtime, typically $120,000 a year. We make personal finance, budgeting content, and a bunch of other stuff too. But we're big advocates of money transparency. I am the CFO of our relationship. Someone on TikTok said that, and I've coined that term now. And I do all the budgeting using my Google Sheets, which is also available in the link in my bio if you're interested in starting your budgeting journey. But let's get into it. So in total in January, we brought in $11,483. Most of that was from our normal checks. Ashton got dummy money from his checks this month, like way over what he usually gets. He had a couple overtimes in there. Also holiday pay from Christmas and New Year's. His checks normally are in the twos. So the fact that we're working with $2,000, $3,000 checks this month made me feel like I was rich. We also made, which is a whole separate video, and hope if that one doesn't get posted first, I don't know which one will get posted first, $150 from our budget template that we started selling. Crazy. That's our first time ever making money from content creation. But if you didn't watch that video first, then you didn't hear that number. So I did my budget in 9 different categories. So let's go through how much we were supposed to spend versus how much we were going to spend. If you're budgeting, but you're not putting the projected at the beginning of the month and then filling in the actual at the end, you're budgeting wrong. I'm not saying that as an opinion. I'm saying that as a fact. You're budgeting wrong. You need to hold yourself accountable to what you said you were going to do and what you actually did. So let's do that together. So in the housing category, you're supposed to spend $2,954. What do we spend $3,440 on? Well, it's freaking freezing outside and we've had 30,000 snowstorms. We're in Connecticut for context. And our oil is being used up at 30 miles an hour. So we had to buy oil, which is really annoying. And then our solar panels are also covered up with snow, so they're not producing energy. So usually our Eversource bill is like $9 and we pay Tesla like $70 to $80. That's what our solar panels are through. But Tesla ain't produced nothing. So then we had to pay Eversource. I'm sick of living here. Nothing else was super out of the ordinary for housing though. Transportation, also nothing super out the ordinary. This is like the lowest amount we spent on gas actually, like probably for a year. So that was good. Future problems. My car is like breaking down day by day. I have a Mini Cooper. I've only driven Mini Coopers and like this is the best car ever for me because it's my personality. But the worst part is that they're BMW, so they're expensive to maintain and they don't last that long. And I'm cheap, so I don't like getting them fixed or buying new cars. I need a Toyota is what I need because I want a car that lasts me 30 years. So future expense will be something along getting a new car. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, we're going to skip past that because it makes me feel sad. Personal care. So I quit therapy. Yay. Guys. So $80 a month saved. I'm saving money. This is a good thing. We get $200 a month for fund money. Our bank account is shared. We have side bank accounts that we could put fund money in. So we automatically get $200. And then Ashton also gets to keep half of his overtime money. So this $375, which means he made like $750 off of overtime in January. I told you it was a lot of money. I also get to keep my freelance money, but that doesn't even come through this account at all. It's like a whole side business account because I have to track business expenses. And my mom was making a good point yesterday. She had watched the short form version of this video that's already posted. And she's like, Ashton got $575. You're free, are you not freelancing? And I was like, actually, I did freelance. I got $150. I totally forgot about it because that literally does not get tracked with this at all. So shout out to me. Our lovely Blue, that's our dog, he needs a job. He doesn't make any money, yet he costs money. And I don't understand how that works. Is that how kids work? If that's how kids work, then I'm good on that. The key with how I budget at least is if I didn't enter that in at the start of the month, it's not projected. So Ashton decided to wash him before he went out of town last month, which was a good thing. But I didn't budget for that. And so I have to put $0 in a projected category, which hurts my soul. So I need to now think about 3 days in the future every time. I need to be, it's not telekinesis, telepathic? I'll Google this afterwards. Medical usually has $0 here. We got sick with the flu. The flu is no joke. This is your reminder to get your flu shot. Took us absolutely out. Ashton pays money towards FSA. The healthcare comes out of his check through his job. I don't know how healthcare works, honestly. I'm just a girl. But he pays money towards FSA, which then pays us back for some reason. And so like we had to go to the doctor's office and I had put that here as a charge, but then they paid us back. I don't know why, I'm confused. But we had to like Instacart some stuff because we were dead. And so that's what that $110 is for. Travel, my favorite thing in the world. We're gonna skip past the Philly thing for a second because y'all see that red, but I don't see red. Paid the final payment for our future cruise. That's a good thing. Okay, about the red. So I went to Philly last month and it was great. But it was supposed to have been 250 while we were there. I don't know where 530 came from. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I have no explanation for that. Mind you, we didn't even eat at the arena. We did drink at the arena. That's my business, not yours. It happens. That being said, we didn't go ahead and pay the hotel because I didn't want to be too short coming into February. And it's on our credit card, which is not due till mid-February. So the hotel cost has now been transported to February. We got a brand new credit card, which I'll make a whole separate video about. I keep saying I'll make all these separate videos about. Give me a second. But it's like a travel credit card, and so I put that on that. I've been putting everything on that, but I'll also put that on that. So that'll be paid February. Everything else for January has been paid off for the credit card, and it will be paid off before the balance is due. I just needed to transport that into February. Only loan is Ashton's student loan. That's a pretty much fixed expense at this point. He's on the public loan service forgiveness program, so it will be forgiven in 6 years, assuming this administration doesn't change anything else. We were honestly thriving in January. Not only like the lowest gas we've ever spent, but also the lowest money we've ever spent on food ever, probably. Ashton was banned from Costco in January. He does the grocery shopping. And so our grocery bill was really low. Guess when he went to Costco? I'm shooting this in February. As soon as February started, he's gone to Costco. I'm not even gonna tell you how much he spent, but he literally spent over the amount that budgeted for the 2 weeks. One trip to Costco. And this is why he can't go to Costco. He's not allowed to go to Costco. Give some donations. So we tie 10% of our net income to the church. So that's really based on whatever we make. Ashton's mom had a birthday. My grandma had a birthday. So we got them gifts. But Ashton forgot his mom's birthday was coming up. So I had to put $0 in that category from projected because I didn't put it there before the month starts. My grandma's birthday was there. He's looking at me. I am calling you out. Subscriptions. So we had to get a Linktree subscription to sell the budget template on. That wasn't expected. January was the last month for YouTube TV. Hallelujah. I love YouTube TV. I hate the cost of YouTube TV. And then we have NFL Sunday ticket that we have to pay for. Play. We have this stupid expensive pickleball membership that's only for the winter. Only for the winter. Did y'all know how much roller skating cost? We went up there thinking it was going to be, we were invited by friends, like $15, $20, $40 to roller skate. This rink-a-dink ring, like roller skating? And then we filed our taxes. I don't know, where do you put that? What category do you put that in? I had no idea. So I guess that's play. So in January, we were supposed to spend $9,536. We spent $9,872. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. So after all of that, and also we also have money that comes directly out of our checks for retirement contributions. We also were able to put additional $1,500 towards each of our Roth IRAs, $750 each. We made it one of our 2026 goals to max out our 2026 Roth IRA. However, we also need to contribute to our 2025 one until April. And so all these contributions up until April 15th is towards 2025 Roth IRA. And our high yield savings account is already at our goal, $20,000, so we're not touching that anymore. So if you haven't watched February's preview video, I already posted that. See, I did edit in something. And stay tuned for how much we spend at the end of February. Thanks for watching.